didn't announce this, and probably a surprise to anybody that's currently checking out on YouTube. But hopefully, we'll get some people in here. I haven't done a live video in a long time, and I figured, why the heck not? So hopefully, some people will come in here in a minute. It's not just me talking to myself. I definitely want to do these on a more regular basis because I think they're a lot of fun. I like the instant interaction and how easily accessible it is too on the iPhone. So let me know how everybody is doing tonight, and let me know what you guys are watching tonight as well. I just started watching The Walking Dead, The World Beyond, I think it's called, kind of like a spin-off series with focusing on like a couple teenagers, and then trying to find their father during the zombie apocalypse. Movie Music Man, what's up? How you doing, man? How are you? I hope you're doing well. We got a few people in here now. All right, cool, cool. So, how's everybody doing tonight? William Wilkinson, how are you? But yeah, I figured I would, do this live stream. Again, I like talking movies, talking life in general. I think it's a fun thing to do. So, expect more live streams in the future. I used to do them on a more frequent basis, but I haven't done one in a while. I feel a little rusty, but it's fun. And let me know what everybody's up to, what's everybody watching. You guys have any good movie recommendations for me to check out in the future? Let me know. I want to do more movie reviews coming up soon too, and maybe some beer reviews. Drinking a Krabby's ginger beer. I love ginger beer. It's an acquired taste for sure, but I definitely enjoy it. I know they have a few different flavors. There's an orange one and a raspberry one, I think, but the original is by far the best. I think it's from Scotland, so I'm pretty sure where that's from. But I definitely dig the heck out of that one. So yeah, let me know what you guys are up to, what you guys are watching. What's going on? What's going on? Just chilling, trying to get my mind off of. Oh, yeah, I think I saw you post about that, but I thought you said the consult went well, right? Movie Music Man, Brian. Watching Aaron Penn live with Logan Toxic. Oh wow, I didn't know they were live. In fact, I feel like I haven't seen Logan Toxic make a video in like years. I don't know. But that's super cool. I'm a big fan of when Logan Toxic used to make videos and stuff, and his Criterion song was a lot of fun. What's going on, Sarah? Are you looking forward to the new Candyman? Heck yes. I love the original Candyman. It's an all-time classic slasher film, one of the best '90s slasher films too, right? And the sequels, I remember rewatching the second one recently. I remember not enjoying that one at all. So I'm hoping this one will be good. I saw the new trailer for it, and I liked the look for it, and it looks like it's gonna be stylistic. So I have high hopes for it, and yeah, there's a lot of people that weren't looking forward to it, but I feel like it's inevitable that a lot of these movies are going to get reboots, remakes, stuff like that. The Hellraiser, there's going to be like a reboot, a TV series, all kinds of things. So, I'm going to give everything a fair chance. But yeah, hopefully it will be in good hands. I like the look of the trailer. Let me know if you guys saw the new Candyman trailer and what you thought of it too. But I don't know, I feel like there's a ton of horror things in the making. Like there's a horror version of Bring It On apparently coming out. I think I saw one of my friends, Movie Watch Daily, posted that. Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to that for sure. But I didn't know Aaron Penn and Logan Toxic were doing a thing together. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't. I gotta check after I do this to see if Logan Toxic has made a video in a while. I feel like I haven't seen a post from him in a long time, but I feel like it's one of the things. There's so many different people in the movie community on here, especially over the years. I feel like I've seen so many people come and go. I recently did a movie collection battle. On 4K D-Ray's channel, and there's one of the vote counters. His name is Blu-Ray King, but there used to be another Blu-Ray King on here, and some people were commenting about that, and I thought that was pretty funny because the other Blu-Ray King, I think he hasn't made a video in a couple of years, but yeah, he was pretty popular as well. But it's just kind of like the ebb and flow. People come and go, but some of us have stuck around. Are you contemplating mixing all the formats together? I am contemplating that. I don't know. I'm still torn about it right now. They're all separated, DVDs, 4Ks, Blu-rays, all that stuff. But I just feel like it would be easier to have them all together and easier to find things. Um, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that for the organization. Mike Swift, do you think the new Suicide Squad has more potential? Absolutely. Um, I wasn't sure. Seeing Pete Davidson, especially in the cast, but that trailer looked way better than the first Suicide Squad movie, the whole movie. Um, but yes, I'm excited for that one. It looks entertaining, and I'm a fan of James Gunn, so Slither's one of my all-time favorite movies. Great mixture. I think he does a great mixture of putting comedy in anything that he does. Superhero, horror. They're doing a video with Master Chaos, whoever that is. I have no idea who that is. What's your favorite film? My favorite film of all time is right there, John Carpenter's The Thing, a horror sci-fi classic. That sense of isolation, paranoia, the some of the best practical effects of all time, still stands the test of time. Um, Dean Cundy's cinematography, John Carpenter's directing, and Neil Morricone's score. The whole cast was just phenomenal. Love that one. Watched it as a kid. I've probably watched it over 100 times. And there is a Japanese laser disc for it, if hopefully that's in frame. But that is a Japanese poster for it as well, right there. Rumored, yes. I've heard that there's going to get a 4K steelbook from Universal, which I'm absolutely going to pick that up. I don't know what artwork they're going to use. I've seen a couple different artwork choices, but I would like something different than the typical glow face design that they use for everything. Something like that would be cool. I mean, I don't think they're going to do that Japanese laser disc or that artwork, but who knows? I feel like I did see that artwork right there for one of the choices, but I doubt it. I didn't like the Mondo artwork actually. It looked like Ice Groot. I have that one, but you know, my all-time favorite film I collect, so I try to get as many versions of the thing as possible, but I'm super happy it's going to get a US 4K steelbook because I feel like I've had to import stuff before. So happy about that. And I see like there's a slew of 4K titles. Again, I'm still shocked that Howard the Duck, and actually the Howard the Duck steelbook artwork for the 4K coming out, that looks pretty awesome, coming out in a couple weeks. I might get that. I don't know though. Like I remember like liking the movie as a kid and rewatching it a few years ago and thinking it was terrible. So I don't know, maybe I'll revisit it one more time before I make a decision on it. I still have the DVD. Oh, they're talking about the Severance sale that's coming up on 4K too. Yeah, you know what? I'm trying not to blind buy as many movies, especially some of these ones from like certain Vinegar Syndrome, for instance. I bought a bunch of Vinegar Syndrome movies recently, and they're all blind buys, and I didn't like any of them. So they have like some of the best slipcovers in the game, but I just got to be a little bit pickier with blind buys, especially for like older genre films and stuff like that. They do a lot of great restorations, great slipcovers, packaging. If you're a fan of the films and collector, you'll appreciate it for sure. But I just got to be a little bit pickier. So when I think about all these sales coming up, especially like next month, it's like super sales. Criterion's going to have a sale. Vinegar Syndrome just had their sale. Apparently Severn's going to have another sale. So it's a big time for collectors around this summertime. There's going to be, I'm sure, probably like another Scream Factory one. They usually do one in the summer as well. And then different t-shirt companies have sales going on. So, I'm definitely going to try to hold out for some Criterions for sure. There's a bunch that are on my wish list, but I dig it. I actually wish I would have kept some of my Severin titles because they have different, like Arrow Video re-released some of the ones that they used to have. But I think I actually prefer, like, for a couple of them, the Severin transfer. I like the colors a little bit better, like Bloody Birthday. You seem to be right as rain on the West Coast. So many small beach breweries in Portland, Seattle. Have you visited the Pacific Northwest? Nope. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in New Jersey, but I have wanted to visit the Pacific Northwest. I actually thought about possibly moving to Portland or Seattle, that kind of area. Sports, breweries, just essentially the wildlife and everything they have going on there. The different kind of healthier options as well for companies and stuff like that. I appreciate that. A lot of homegrown stuff from what I've seen. So I dig that. What's up, DJ Donnelly? I'm doing well. How are you? Let me know what you guys are gonna, if you're gonna pick up anything from the upcoming Criterion sale. Or holy moly, how the heck are you? I haven't talked to you in forever. Is Sausage Factory still going? That was a lot of fun back in the day with Pizzawell. Have I ever been cave exploring? I don't, maybe as a little kid, but not as an adult, no. I moved around a lot as a kid growing up. Moved 15 times by the time I was 17. So, I'm pretty sure I explored some caves when I was a kid, but not too much that I can recall at this point. But trying to read is what region free? Sausage Factory is a like a live stream thing in here with a group of different YouTubers and stuff like that. Pizza Well, Orc, are you still doing that too? Are you going to get Eight-Legged Freaks? Yes. I love that. You can call that a guilty pleasure movie. It's a cheese fest. I love the heck out of Eight-Legged Freaks with David Arquette. One of the better spider movies for me. Great mixture of horror and comedy. So I'm definitely happy that that's going to get a Blu-ray release. But yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of things getting Blu-ray releases that I'm definitely happy for, but there's still a lot more. Like, why isn't True Lies? How's that still not have Harlem Nights as well? How does that? How do these movies still not have Blu-ray releases when Howard the Duck is getting a 4K release? Blows my friggin' mind. But it's still cool. I mean, hopefully they'll trickle down. I'm really shocked at all the 4K releases being announced. It's exciting stuff. If you're a physical media collector, which I'm sure you are, if you're watching this. Yes, I'm still doing fantasy football. I've done the YouTube Fantasy Football League on here for like 12 years, something like that. This will be the 12th maybe. But that's a lot of fun, the Blu-ray League. So yeah, we play for Blu-rays every year. There's a lot of new people in the Sausage Factory now, is there? Like, who's new on there? I know Jay the Stingray, Orc, Pizzawell. I'm not sure. I remember there's a couple other people, but I used to do that back in the day. That was a lot of fun. And if there's room, let me know. What's your setup? Yeah, I don't have a great AV setup. I'm thinking about getting like a sound bar. So yeah, I don't really, I know I need to improve on that. I know my friend Movie Chatter was giving me some recommendations. So I got to actually contact her again and see what she recommends. But yeah, I think I will actually do that for a video topic. That's a good idea. Oh yeah, absolutely. Derek Paxton for the 4K Indiana Jones. The steelbook set for that I thought was unfortunately poor packaging. You have this nice steelbooks. I don't really love the designs, if I'm going to be honest. But then you have the packaging around, which is like a flimsy box. It just doesn't work. They should have done like the Rambo set, where it's like the steel outer case. That was amazing, and they've done that for other ones as well. But yeah, the regular Digipack one I actually think is not bad. I don't know. But yeah, the steelbook set was actually really kind of shocking for such a big, movie set like that too. A band apart, what's going on? How are you? You're closing at work. It's closing time. Remember that song? Classic. I'm having a great evening. I hope you are too. I hope you'll enjoy your night after closing at work. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Definitely a cash grab for sure. Disney's just taken over everything, and I don't know. It's a little bit worrisome. I see all these different transactions going on. Was it Zavi bought up Arrow Video, and then MGM was purchased by Amazon. All these different things going on. Yeah, I don't think it's we're a far ways away. I don't know if there will ever be an end for physical media. Just like records are still going strong. So I definitely think that physical media is going to be here to stay. I've been saying this for years that I think it's going to be kind of like Twilight Time, like Code Red. I think has a few ones like that too, where they're limited releases instead of a movie having hundreds of thousands of copies. It's going to be limited to maybe 10,000, 20,000. Bigger studios might be a little bit more than that, but at smaller studios, that's what's going to be limited copies. Twilight Time used to be like limited to 3,000 copies. So. But what else has everybody been watching lately? Give me some recommendations for movies to check out. I feel like I haven't seen anything that really blew me away except for Minari and The Father. Again, I'm watching the new Walking Dead spinoff show. From Beyond the World or something from Beyond the World. It's basically focusing, I think it's on Shutter as well, and it's focusing on like teenagers and stuff. I've heard good things about Mayor of Easttown. I did see the Saturday Night Live skit, which is kind of parroting it, which was hilarious. But yeah, I don't know. When I saw the trailer, I don't know. It didn't really grab me, but I did hear a lot of people talk about that one. So I'm getting some text messages on here. I'm trying to live stream, don't you know? I feel like I just sounded like Bobby's World, don't you know? Empire Strikes Back, watching just now, absolutely. You can't go wrong. Classic. The original Star Wars trilogy, by far the best. Canada, we used to have HMV. HMV isn't around anymore. Thought for some reason it was. I feel like I saw something on Twitter recently. Maybe it's in the UK still. Yeah, I remember way back in the day, I used to work at Sam Goody and, FYE, Suncoast, all those kind of ones. I think it was like a big family like that. Yeah, the UK, they still have HMV because I feel like on Twitter I saw it was like a recommended thing, and I was like, HMV, recommend me something that's by me. I can't, I don't even know. I don't think HMV actually even ships over here. I was trying to get that thing Steelbook with that artwork. I still have to pick that up. But I know somebody. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember the name now. Devil's Rejects. He sent me. A message about where to get it from. I think it might have been Orbit DVD. I've never ordered from Orbit DVD before, but I have heard of it. Hold on, let me see the comments. Still rocking the Thing poster. Yep, heck yeah. My all-time favorite movie. I don't know, I love the look of that one. Fry's closed down too. I feel like, was it Wet Movie who used to post going to Fry's? So that's disappointing to hear. But yeah, I mean, right now I feel like people, the Blu-ray hunting videos are like super popular, and I don't know. I always felt weird about going into the stores and filming like this, talking to myself in the camera while people are walking by. I've never seen that personally, but I don't know. I feel like when I used to go and do vlogs and stuff like out and about, I would mostly film in my car. I don't know. I just felt weird going to like Dollar Trees, Best Buy, Target, and going like this, talking to myself. But I don't know. Those are, it's interesting to see what's out there for the most part. Especially like I like the ones where it's like the used stores, stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. NM Media. Yes, the 4K Steelbook for the thing. We were just talking about that on here. But I see a lot of like Dollar Tree hauls are like the huge thing on here right now. And there's been some interesting titles. People have said that they've found like 4K titles at the Dollar Tree, which I've never seen a 4K title. My Dollar Tree stinks. They barely have Blu-rays, so I know Bad Santa 2 rather on 4K was at some Dollar Trees a couple of years ago, but now people are saying like Infinity War and all these Dark Tower 4K titles are at the Dollar Tree. I haven't seen any of those, but I'd be excited if I did. So I recently picked up a few things at the Dollar Tree, and there's a people on Instagram that will actually, go to Dollar Trees by them, MI Dollar Tree, and they can trade stuff with you, and I think that's pretty cool. So they'll post like what they see at the store, and if you're interested in anything, you just comment and you can do trades. So, but yeah, I think the most exciting news for me, release-wise, is that the Thing 4K Steelbook. I am so friggin' excited for that one. I love the Scream Factory Steelbook edition. That was beautiful. I definitely love the transfer to that too. It was like watching it new for the first time. It was love the clarity, the details. For a dollar 4K, yeah, absolutely, for sure. And then if the code is in there too, they're all new and stuff, so you can flip the code for a few bucks at least. You seem like a good partner to team up with the Flick Pick. He seems to need a regular podcast partner. Yeah, I remember I used to talk to John way back in the day. I didn't know he was doing podcasts though. I feel like I I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen his videos in a while, but I feel like he stopped making videos for a bit, and then he was making like vlogs more so. But I'll have to check out his channel again. I remember him way back in the day, and he just blew up on here. And I hope he's doing well. Very entertaining guy. KBH27, what's going on? NM Media. He does podcasts for Patreon. Gotcha. One day I'll have to do a Patreon thing. I've actually made a thing. I just never did anything with it. But yeah, curious to see what he's up to. Does he make regular videos again? I'll have to, again, check after this video. Because I feel like he stopped making videos for a while, and then he was making like vlogs on his second channel. But he was always an entertaining dude. So it was good to see him. He just blew up in here. So props to him. Wish Scream Factory would pick up Cube. Absolutely, Cube Zero, all those ones. Flick Pick live streams. Oh wow, I didn't know he was doing like live streams for hours. I gotta check that out. I feel like I don't know why. Maybe he's not getting recommended. It's weird, like the recommendation thing on here. Back in the day, like if you're subscribed to somebody, you would get the notifications. Now you have to press like the bell and do all these things, jump through hoops. What's up, 4K Cinema HD? How the heck have you been? I haven't talked to you in a bit either. I remember you way back in the day in the crew, Leroy Green. But yeah, I feel like that's cool. I've seen a bunch of people in here that I haven't talked to in a while, and I think that's awesome. I don't know. That's one of the things. I've had a lot of cool opportunities on Heroic Waffles. My buddy on here, Mikey. We did a couple of videos together when Blockbuster closed way back in the day, like 8, 9 years ago, something like that, which is mind blowing. Heroic Waffles, you and I got to hang out again. But what I was saying too is like I've had some great opportunities on here. I've received review copies. I've got to interview people. I've gone to conventions as press. A lot of cool stuff has happened, but found new movies, early screenings, advanced screenings, stuff like that. But I've made friends with a lot of cool people on here, and I think that's pretty awesome. So it's even real life people too, people that Heroic Waffles. You had family that lived like right down the street from me. We didn't realize that before YouTube and stuff. So Caleb, what's going on? Yes, it has been a while. Yeah, The Keep for sure. I don't think The Keep even has a DVD release. I was just talking about that. Michael Mann. I remember hearing somebody say that Michael Mann didn't want the film to get released. Some kind of issues. I'm not sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like that's such a shame. I don't know. The whole YouTube algorithm's constantly changing. Again, you gotta click the bell, gotta jump through hoops, you gotta beg and pray to get any notifications for the people you're subscribed for. Love this community. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that. The movie collection battle was a lot of fun. If you tuned in, I definitely appreciate that. And I definitely want to do more of those movie collection battles in the future. I think there was supposed to be one tonight, but 4K D-Ray, big shout out to him for doing these movie collection battles. He's dealing with migraines right now. So he said he's going to be postponed, but I wish him the best. Most importantly, his health. So definitely hope he gets better and his migraines subside. Derek Paxton, you still got your Jurassic Park Deluxe box set, the ET box set. Yes, those were like some really old school unboxing videos. Yeah, I still have, again, a lot of the older sets that were so amazing, still better than a lot of the new sets. 4K Cinema HD retracted your message. Now I want to know what it was. I think your sale videos to be the most original concept I've seen. Nobody subscribed who does that. Yeah, absolutely. I don't have an eBay account, so I also feel like I want to sell lower than eBay prices, and in a way, it helps out you guys too. I can give people who supported me good deals and stuff like that. And a lot of times, I just want to get some stuff out of the door. I do like for cheapy for sale videos as well. So I do that kind of. I feel like I still have like a monster pile of stuff right there I want to get rid of. I've got some duplicates and just things I don't want to have in the collection again. When are we hanging out, having some cigars and whiskey? I love whiskey, so anytime. I don't even know the last time I've had a cigar, probably when I was like 21 or something like that. Yeah, he needs to be in a dark room for sure. I actually have light sensitivity myself. I was thinking about getting one of those ring lights, but I'm a little like weary of it. But yeah, absolutely. You got to watch out for that. And I feel like when he's filming, you probably have a lot of light on you. So that probably has a lot to do with it. But yeah, I would definitely be down 4K Cinema HD. Let me know. That would be really cool. Pompton Lakes. Really? Wow, you got to hit me up with that used Blu-ray spot. I feel like I don't know anywhere around here that has like used Blu-rays. The only thing, like, I randomly, if I'll find some at like a flea market, that's like the best thing. Very cool. What beer did you have? Once Upon a Time. Yeah, absolutely. You know what it really needs a Blu-ray release is a Bronx Tale. It's my fourth favorite movie of all time. How does that not have a Blu-ray release here in the US? It has a UK region-free Blu-ray, which I have, but the transfer isn't that good. Yeah, Lost Boys, I saw an announcement for that. There's somebody on Instagram that posts, like, I don't know, I assume he's either family or friends or an insider himself, but he posts a lot of stuff about 4K releases and just releases that he seems to be the first one posting about them. But oh, hey, move over here, New Jersey. You know, it's although right now is a tough time. It's a seller's market for sure. Things are going like 40, $50,000 over the market. I feel like Fireman's Four Pal Ale. I'm not familiar with that one. I don't know if I still have the same number from when we last talked. Message me on Instagram and we can now use Can't Leave. Love that scene so friggin' much. Oh, the music in there too. The bikers break him the ball, the bar rather, and Sonny locks the door and he says, "Now use Can't Leave." And that look on their face, oh my gosh, friggin' classic. But that's one of the things that I really loved about A Bronx Tale. They have like some of the most violent scenes. Juxtaposed with some of the most beautiful music, like Whites and Night Satin, and then the scene where they're, fighting the kids that are driving through the neighborhood, and dealing with the racial times during that period and that area. Such a sad, tragic, violent scene, but the beautiful song choice. That's another thing too. There was like I think the Book of Love during one of the other brawl scenes. So yeah, I love that movie so freaking much, and I don't know, like somebody like so many movies are getting Blu-ray releases, and just I can't understand, can't fathom how True Lies, Harlem Nights, A Bronx Tale, some of these classic movies don't have a Blu-ray release, and we're getting Howard the Duck on 4K, Howard the Duck on 4K Steelbook. That Steelbook artwork for Howard the Duck though looks awesome. I just don't remember liking the movie. I remember liking it as a kid and watching it a few years ago and just thinking it was trash, dumpster fire. But that's one of those things. Like, have you guys had movies that you loved as a kid and you rewatch them now and you just think to yourself, what were you thinking like in this? Like another one for me was Drop Dead Fred. I remember loving that as a kid and watching it now is just like, oh, so much cringe. It was just rough to sit through. But there's a bunch of movies like that. How many DVD Blu-ray box sets do you own? Box sets? I'm not sure. I've got a bunch though. I'll show you a few right now. Um, there's a couple right there, a couple right there, but I have like a bunch over here. Not a really good setup, so I can't move this chair right now because I have a bunch of stuff I want to do updates for. But here's a bunch of stuff right here. Hopefully it's catching it in frame. That's one of the things, like that set right there doesn't even turn on anymore. It's the Avengers Best Buy set. Used to, you press the button and it would light up, and doesn't do that anymore. But I don't know, I've got some box sets over here. Here's some bust sets. I've got a bunch in the other room as well. I've got to clear a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff everywhere. So, and this is just my office area. The rest is in the other room, in fact. That's actually really cool because I was actually thinking about the Rocky set. I got rid of my DVDs a while ago, and I still need to pick up the Blu-ray set for Rocky. So maybe a 4K set, that would be kind of cool. Tommy Boy to be announced 4K. I'm down for that too. But yeah, maybe I'll do like a video for all my box sets. That's a cool idea. I actually sold a ton of my box sets years ago, just because some were like different regions, and I didn't have a region-free player anymore. My region-free player stopped working years ago, so he has a new master class, so perhaps he has more time to do this year. A lot of directors have gone back through their catalog to assist in new scans and approve. Yeah, I'm waiting for James Cameron. He's got all these different projects in the works. How many of the new Avatar movies are there going to be? Didn't they announce like, I don't know, 6, 7, something crazy like that? But yeah, I'm definitely excited to see all these new 4K releases and everything coming out. Some really good stuff that I'm really surprised it's getting the 4K treatment. I remember a few years ago posting about 4Ks, and so many people, I would get negative comments. People like, "Oh, 4Ks are already dead. They stopped selling them." You're out of your freaking mind. They're so many new releases, so many new titles getting the 4K treatment. And again, a lot of the older titles can really benefit from the 4K treatment. Again, HDR is, a big selling point. Have you seen the French horror movie Raw? Yes. I enjoyed that one. I feel like that one got a ton of hype, ton of buzz. I did really enjoy that one. I have to say my favorite French movies are like some of the French extreme movies, Inside, Frontiers, High Tension, although I felt the ending was a cop-out. for High Tension. Martyrs was one of those ones where I love the first half of the movie. The second half, I wasn't a big fan of. That's the definition of like torture porn horror right there. People say Hostel. Look at the second half of Martyrs, and I think the concept for the martyrdom was ridiculous. But I think if you're a horror fan, especially if you're into like special effects, gore effects, you got to watch it. Some of the most amazing gore effects ever for that movie. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Thank you, 4K Cinema HD. Rocky is on Amazon Prime 4K HDR, the original. So is Chinatown. Waiting so long. Yeah, True Lies the best as well. Absolutely, another classic right there. That how does that not have? I mean, come on, it's mind blowing. All these films getting all the releases, and the best True Lies, Bronx Tale, Harlem Nights. There's still so many movies out there. Less Than Zero, a bunch of movies. There's a bunch of basketball movies. Blue Chips. Above the Rim, Rebound. The Legend of Earl the Goat Manigault with Don Cheadle. Classic movie right there. Heaven is a Playground, maybe not, I'd still like to see that one for myself. But The Program, too. That was a football one. But yeah, again, there's so many possibilities. I feel like right now, too, I'm surprised they're not making a sequel for True Lies. There's so many sequels and prequels and all these things. That was really, they're talking about Goonies, Beetlejuice, all those ones for age. They're talking about doing a sequel for A Killer Clowns from Outer Space for ages. I actually got a comment on a video where I was talking about that, and somebody's like, "Oh, there's still no sequel for that. Oh, you were wrong on that one." I was like, "I don't know, man. Just reporting what I hear, But yeah, there's a lot of things that I feel like they've talked about doing sequels for a while. So who knows? Who knows what the future will hold? But yeah, absolutely. And yeah, again, let me know what you guys are going to be watching tonight, and if you've seen anything really good that you would recommend recently. I feel like the top ones that I've seen, The Father, Anthony Hopkins won the Oscar, and deservedly so. And then Minari. Those are like probably my two favorites of last year. And I see, there's 15 people in here right now. There was more before. What happened? You guys are leaving me. But if you guys could all press the thumbs up, the like button, give me a like for this video. I would appreciate it. And also it helps get exposure for these live stream videos. So in the future, if I do them, more people will get, notified and stuff. So please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Six String Samurai. I don't know. That one was an iffy look for me. If I can watch that one for free somewhere first, I'll check it out if it's on a streaming service. A lot of these ones aren't on. People always talk about streaming services. I'm still trying to find like Northern Exposure. That's not on any streaming service. And there's a lot of things that I wanted to check out that don't belong to any streaming service too. So that's one though. I don't know. That's like I've heard a lot of people talk about that Six String Samurai, but I don't know. Iffy for me. Willy Wonka, yeah. People seem not to be hyped for the Avatar 2. Might be jumping point for 8K TVs. Possibly. I mean, I feel like I've seen a lot of hype for Avatar 2, but we'll see. I mean, I feel like the first one was visually groundbreaking and stunning. Basement Blues, what's up? How are you? The Father was absolutely great. Again, I keep going back and forth, but I think it's my favorite movie of last year. I was saying Minari was, but now I think The Father is for sure. But yeah, 4K. You have you've seen Six String Samurai on 4K? See, I haven't seen the movie, so I went to the Vinegar Syndrome 3 weeks ago. It'll make your wallet hurt. Yeah, see, I don't know, man. I was just talking about Vinegar Syndrome. I've purchased a few recently, blind buys, and I didn't like any of them. Great slipcovers. They do an amazing job, like probably the best in the business for slipcovers. But I don't know. I got to find some more movies I like from them. I got to back away from the blind buys for a while, essentially. We're finally in the age group where they're catering to our age group. I was just saying this today. I feel like I'm getting older. I'm, forgetting my age now, But I feel like I'm also like, I'm complaining more too. I'm like Clint Eastwood, get off my lawn. There was like somebody driving by with their music blasting, the windows down. I was like, man, that's some stuff I used to do when I was like 16, 17. I mean, what's going on? This guy was, looked like much older. So I was kind of surprised by that. Absolutely Basement Blues. Right on the nose for that. The slips are better than the movies for sure. Some amazing slip covers, but the movies, like I've again, there's very few that I've liked from them. Even Beastmaster. I've seen that one when I was younger, and I picked up that beautiful 4K set, the one of the best 4K releases packaging wise ever. But the movie, like, it didn't hold up to my memory of it at all. I was just like, oof, oof, this is rough. I do remember liking the second one a little bit more, which I still have on VHS as a portal through time. But that's probably not going to hold up to my memory either now. But I'd love to see them do like a box set for the Beastmaster. I can't even say that. I like the idea of it because now watching the first one, I'm just like I'm probably not gonna like there's three in the set. Um, the remake of RoboCop. I feel like I watched it. I don't even really remember it. I like that lead actor, Kinnaman, I think his name is, but he was in the Killing TV show. I actually really like him as an actor, but yeah, I don't. I remember watching the movie. And I don't really even remember it too much now. The RoboCop remake. Uh, have you seen In Transit? No, I haven't. Who's in that? When is that from? So, oh wait, somebody said Northern Exposure. Did somebody? The TV series, yes. As far as I know, that's not on Amazon. I'll have to double check, but I remember looking, like I want to say a couple months ago for Northern Exposure, and I didn't see it anywhere on any streaming service. But if you say it's on Amazon, I will check that because I would love to revisit that show. I remember liking it when I was younger. Michael Keaton was in the remake. Oh, again, yeah, I vaguely even remember that movie now, the RoboCop remake. I feel like I saw it not even that long ago. So yeah, there's a ton of remakes for sure. And I feel like sometimes studios it's just kind of like a cash grab. They're rehashing everything they see, especially for the horror market. I feel like so many different horror remakes, prequels, sequels, just yikes, premakes. The thing recent one that they called a prequel was more like a pre-make. It was like a remake with the prequel ending tacked on because there were certain scenes that were just straight kind of, I don't want to say homage, rip off, whatever terminology that you favor for the John Carpenter's version, and the thing from another world as well. Yeah, Northern Exposure. I remember really liking that show, and I just can't find it on any streaming service. I'm getting the Willy Wonka 4K set from the UK. What's in that set? I actually just got the 4K myself from Warner Brothers, the regular standard one. I will have to check that one in transit. I do like John Malkovich, so from 2007, I will have to check that one out. Does that have a release? I feel like, again, there's so many films that don't have releases still. But yeah, I do want to make more movie reviews coming up soon too. I feel like that's something I used to really enjoy doing, except for the editing. I love doing straight up movie reviews and stuff like that. I would go more in depth too, like longer, long form reviews. But yeah, Studio Canal. There's like supposedly like a ton of ones that they're going to release in 4K coming up. Basic Instinct set. Yeah, let me know. You'll probably post a picture and that and stuff, but I'd like to see what that set looks like for sure. Classic right there. The UK had a Willy Wonka steelbook with the same artwork as the 4K release. Interior artwork is great as well. Thank you for that. Basement Blues, your collection is insane, crazy, in depth. You always get all the steelbooks and all the goodies. Do you still have all the Funko Pops you have? Let me know. Because I remember you had a big Funko collection as well. Near Dark, absolutely. And hopefully they use some different artwork than the previous Blu-ray release for Near Dark. The Near Dark Blu-ray artwork was like Twilight-esque, and it just didn't fit. But I love that one. Studio Canal also, geez. Well, at least they're like 4K are, usually region free. I feel like only a few were region, like I want to say maybe like a Scream Factory one, right? Oh, they're all in storage. You wish you could sell them all. Do you not want to sell them all, or uh yeah, let me know about that. I mean, and if you ever have any horror Funko Pops that you want to sell, it's pretty much for the main thing that I get for Funko Pop. So, but has anybody on here seen the new Walking Dead spinoff TV show where it's from Beyond the World, something like that, where it's like focusing on the teenagers? Let me know if anybody's seen that. I just started it, and right now I'm not too into it, but I feel like you got to give new TV shows a few episodes to really get going, build the momentum. and get invested in the characters and the storyline and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give them a few episodes, but so far I'm not too into it. Picard recently too. I watched like 3 episodes of that, and I was just like, I'm done. That was a disappointment for me, the new Picard series, and that's another thing too. Like all these different like streaming services, like obviously there's Paramount Plus now, there's CBS Plus, and some of them have the rights for some great shows, but I don't know, I'm just so tired of all these different ones. I want to get like, I don't know, I miss regular TV too. But yeah, so many different streaming services, and it's just too much. But Funko Pop's still popular on the Facebook market decent. So yeah, some no Funko Pops are still super, like there's a million coming out. I feel like every month there's a ton, and some of them like the Chase variants go for crazy money still. I watched the first episode. I didn't watch the rest, but I did get the first season on Blu-ray. Very cool. Uh, Scrolling through the comments. HBO Max, I got rid of my HBO Max and now I kind of regret it. I want to see that Friends reunion. I used to like watching Friends back in the day. But yeah, HBO Max, I had it. I watched like the little things, and I just got rid of it. And now I kind of want to get it back. But we'll see. Like for me, I have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Shudder, Disney Plus, and I feel like I rarely watch any of them anymore. I was watching a lot of Shudder a few months ago, and that's probably what I would watch the most of. It's a horror streaming service. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I watched like Hulu, Disney Plus. I'm not a big. The only thing I was really watching in Disney Plus was Mandalorian. 2:30 in the morning over in the UK. Holy smokes! What I want to say, it's like 9 something. I can't even check the time right now on my phone. Um, but yeah, wow. Thank you for hanging out so late in the morning. I'm a bit of a night owl, but even 2:30, I'd be done. But what else is on HBO Max that you enjoy watching? Give me some recommendations. Convince me. Maybe I'll get it back again, because they do have some neat stuff that they are going to be coming up with in the future too. But uh, you can't pause Hulu, or you can pause, or you're saying you can pause them? I thought you could pause everything. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I watched something on Hulu, so I don't even recall. But I'm pretty sure you could pause it. But I am excited for the new. Somebody said Harley Quinn. I'm excited for the new Suicide Squad. I saw the trailer for that. James Gunn. Again, I think he does a great, job of mixing in humor in anything that he does. Slither's one of my all-time favorite movies. He does a great job there with mixing the horror, the sci-fi, and the comedy. And Guardians of the Galaxy, mixing the comedy in there too. And I feel like he's going to do that again with Suicide Squad. And I wasn't sure with some of the casting, Pete Davidson especially. And I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, that fits perfectly in there. Um, I watched Flight of the Navigator in Disney Plus, multiple times at my sister's house. I've never seen that one. I know of it. Um, they have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all the ones on HBO Max. That's interesting. No, no, the animated Harley Quinn on HBO Max. Oh, I didn't know about that one. Kafka. I know of the title, but I have not. Kafka-esque is a terminology. Turner Classic. Gotcha. I thought you were talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Turner Classic is the one I enjoy. I still am on their newsletter. Thanks. So I like tuning in for them too. But yeah, definitely give me some movie recommendations to check out. Kafka, I guess, would be another one. In Transit. I definitely appreciate those, because I want to do more movie reviews. I feel like, I don't know, every time there's a new release, I want to find more like essentially things that aren't quite as big. Every time there's a new release coming out, there's a million reviews for it. So maybe a little bit more obscure, a little bit more, lesser known, unseen, underrated stuff like that. International as well. I'm really looking for international independent stuff. But anything that you think is underrated. I think John Cena character in Suicide Squad is getting his own TV series. Really, that's a jump on the gun. I feel like John Cena's in everything recently too. He's got the hair plugs in now, and I remember he had a different hairstyle and just looked weird. But now the new hairstyle, I feel like, is working for him. But I don't know. I remember watching some movies with John Cena. I'm just not a big fan of him acting wise. His hands look like giant hams. They're like huge. I remember he was holding like a cell phone or something in his hand, and I don't know, that firefighter comedy movie that he was in, which was terrible. I think John Leguizamo was in it, but the cell phone looks like a toy in his hand. It just looked unnatural and weird. I'm terrible. I'm sorry, John Cena. I'm sure you're not watching, but I feel like they're jumping the gun on that. And then John Cena is supposed to be Vin Diesel's brother in the new Fast and the Furious movie. I was like, what? Um, that's a weird casting choice, I feel like. Have you watched Picard? Yeah, I was talking about Picard. I watched the first 3 episodes and I really just couldn't get into it. Um, yeah, I assume because they didn't, because of everything going on in the world, they didn't film. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wanted more from maybe I should give it more of a chance, but the first 3 episodes didn't really suck me in there. Next Generation was my favorite iteration rather of Star Trek. Let me know what your favorite series for Star Trek is. Movie collector and Andrew Kavanaugh. Did I miss something there? I feel like I missed something there. Excellent flick with Jeremy Irons. Valdez starring Burt Lancaster, Rooftops. I'm not familiar with Rooftops, but I like the title. Makes you think of when I was, younger, hanging out on rooftops, doing what kids do back in the day. I lived in New York when I was younger. Not the city, though. About an hour and a half from the city. Maybe not, about maybe an hour from the city, now that I think about it. Enjoy the new Star Trek movies. And yeah, I'm sure they're going to make some more. Do you own the Arrow edition of Last Starfighter? No, I don't. I don't know. I don't think those are US releases for those. So I don't know if they're region free. I haven't seen the Black Hole Disney film, but I've heard great things. That's one it's been on my radar for a while, but I just haven't checked it out. Did you get the King Kong shout? No, I didn't. I do want to pick that one up though. What was that one like from the 70s? That King Kong version that just came out from Shout Factory? Shout Factory, I don't know. I feel like I'm happy they were releasing stuff, but I feel like there's a lot of quality control issues. Like if you look online, like I was thinking the Chucky one, I feel like Army of the Dead, a bunch of different ones. So I'm always a little weary. I'm always waiting to hear first before I pick up some of the stuff. I feel like a lot of people aren't even aware, like a lot of times for the different issues for, transfers and stuff like that. Like the new Arrow set had transfer issues, or is it transfer? It was some kind of issue with the Donnie Darko set from Arrow Video recently. Mentioned the 2 channel to have on your radar. Former projectionist. Okay, I'll have to check that one out. Thank you for the channel recommendations as well. I feel like I do need more YouTube movie related content recommendations too. 1976, there you go. I feel like I watched that forever ago. I don't really recall it. Was it Jeff Bridges was in it, I think. But yeah, it's been so long now. I don't know. I like the Peter Jackson King Kong, but I don't know. It's I feel like that one I did hear, some criticism for it for sure, but I feel like I've seen more universal love for it. What did you guys think of Kong Skull Island? I actually really loved the heck out of that one. I wasn't a big fan of the recent Godzilla vs. Kong, though. I thought that was kind of disappointing. I like the fight scenes and the effects and things like that. At times in the beginning, the effects were a little dizzying, but I feel like the characters were super annoying. A lot of the plot points didn't really work, but the fight scenes were awesome. I wish there was a little bit more of that. And then there was a character towards the end. I really didn't like how that played out. But yeah, it's one of the things I really like doing these live streams, but I feel like the time flies so quickly. We're coming up on 50 minutes, which is mind blowing. But I definitely appreciate everybody who's tuned in tonight. I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I just want to do a quick live stream, but I plan on doing more of these live streams in the future. So thank you for tuning in and look forward to more live streams in the future. And I'm going to watch more of The Walking Dead, The World Beyond spinoff show. So hopefully that will be more enjoyable as the episodes go on. And leave me a comment on what you're going to watch tonight and give me some more movie recommendations to check out, especially like underrated stuff. And I hope everybody's doing well. Take care.